What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics. And today we got a Fleetwood Mac song battle. We got Oh Well versus Sentimental Lady, brought to us by a friend, longtime supporter, and patron of the channel, Seals. Thank you, Seals. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out that Patreon link below or the patron link on the end screen. We couldn't do without the patrons. If I give a one-time donation, one-time reaction, check out our Buy Me a Coffee page. Been pretty popular lately. We super appreciate it. All right. Let's jump into it. Got a lot of, I don't know if I'd say a lot of Fleetwood Mac, but a decent amount of Fleetwood Mac up on the channel. But Seals brought me some stuff that I do not know. So Seals said, as you may know, the history of Fleetwood Mac can be divided into three distinct eras. The first was the Peter Green era, where they were basically a bluesy kind of band. Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, and Peter Green were all original, and John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. It was Peter who gave the band the name Fleetwood Mac after Mick and John. They had a few well-known songs like Albatross, Green, Monolishi, and Black Magic Woman. Peter would lead the band in 1970 due to his drug problems. After Peter, Bob Welsh would join the band. They transitioned into a more mellow sound. Then Bob would lead the band, and of course Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks would join John, Mick, and John's wife, Christine, to form the version of Fleetwood Mac that most people know and love today. One day when Mick and John were looking for a new studio to record in, the owner of the studio played them a Buckingham Nicks song. Mick liked it and asked Lindsey to join the band. He agreed to, only Stevie could join too. So I'm giving you songs, he says, from each of the first two eras, which are the eras I don't know. Side note, the Buckingham Nicks album, self-titled album, was recently re-released, so you can go find pre-Fleetwood Mac Buckingham and Nicks if you want to. I recommend it. All right, let's jump into it with the first song, which you've already seen below, Oh Well, from the Then Play On album in 1969. Seal says Oh Well was released in two parts. The first is a blues jam with Peter singing an a cappella verse during the breaks. It contains one of my favorite lines in any song that I've ever heard, and Seals knows a lot about music. That's a big statement. Don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give you the answer that you want me to. The second part's a classical piece. Only part one was played in concert, so just wants me to play part one, which is kind of standard to do here. I found it was composed by vocalist and guitarist Peter Green. First appeared as a single in various countries in 1969, and then subsequently appeared on U.S. versions of Then Play On and the band's greatest hits album in 1971. During concerts, only the first part was played. After Green's departure from Fleetwood Mac, the song was sung by various other members, including Bob Welsh, Dave Walker, Lindsey Buckingham, Billy Burnett, and Mike Campbell. Fleetwood said that the band initially thought Oh Well should be the band's next Mick single upon the song's completion, but he and McVie doubted its commercial viability upon listening to it again. In an October 1969 interview with NME, Green said that he would not be surprised if the single did not perform well, and admitted that he would be disheartened if this was the case. Fleetwood and McVie bet Green money that Oh Well would fail to chart on the grounds it was too sad. That's kind of a cold bet, right? But the single instead went on the charts in several territories, including number 2 in the UK, went to 55 in the US. It's been viewed by critics as one of the early crossovers between blues rock and heavy metal. The Led Zeppelin song Black Dog in 1971 also features a call and response with a cappella vocals. Jimmy Page said he was inspired to structure the song like Oh Well, and if you know anything about my man Jimmy Page, he was inspired by a whole lot of different acts, but that's a story for another video. Peter Green told Rolling Stone, "It represents my two extremes, as wild as I can be in my first sort of semi-classical attempt." All right, I'm going to have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Seals.
Can't help about the shape I'm in. I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answers that you want me to. Oh, well. I talked to God, I knew he'd understand. He said, stick by me and I'll be your guiding hand. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answer that you want me to.
All right. Oh, well. Seal said part of part 2 is at the end of this, so I'm assuming that's what that kind of last minute was. I haven't listened to part 2, so I don't know but why you get the change up there. But the line that Seals likes so much is also used in the second verse when he Peter Green, who's singing, says, he decided to stand with God or, go with God and he'd take care of him. And, God gives him the whole, don't ask me what to think of you, might not like the answer I give you. So I thought that was fantastic. Starts out with kind of a dobro type guitar played by Peter Green and get into all kinds of things. There's maracas by Mick on there. There's also a cowbell, which he said he played on accident and he wanted to take it out, but Peter Green liked it. So they left it, but Mick said from there on in, it was so hard to replicate in concert. So that's why he didn't want it in there, which makes sense. But really cool song. Next up, we have Sentimental Lady off the Bear Trees album in 1972. Seal says it's from the Bob Welsh area. It's a mellow song with Christine McVie providing excellent counter vocals. Bob would later re-record this when he went solo as Emerald Eyes, which was on the Mystery to Me album. Written by Bob, romantic song originally written for his first wife. On that second version from a single album, Mick also was on it, and so was Christine and Lindsey Buckingham. So I think that's interesting. He left, but they were still with him there. So I think that's pretty cool. So, all right, let's do it.
You are here and warm, but I could look away and you'd be gone. 'Cause we live in a time when meaning falls in splinters from our lives. And that's why I've traveled far, 'cause I come so together where you are. And all of the things that I said that I wanted come rushing by in my head when I'm with you. 14 joys and a will to be married. All of the things that they say are married. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Now you are here today, but easily you might just go away. Because we live in a time when paintings have no color, words don't rhyme. And that's why I've traveled far, 'cause I come so together where you are. Yeah, and all of the things that I said that I wanted come rushing by in my head when I'm with you. 14 joys and a will to be married. All of the things that they rain splitters from our lives. And that's why I've traveled far, 'cause I come so together where you are. Yes, and all of the things that I said that I wanted come rushing by in my head when I'm with you. 14 joys of a will to be married. All of the things that they say are buried. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Well, sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life.
All right, Sentimental Lady. These songs could not be any different. This song could be the theme song for any adult contemporary radio station that's ever existed, right? It's just got that quiet, kind of sweet, sappy, but the melody is so fantastic. When I first listened to it, it sounds very much like something else I know, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it just sounds like songs of that time, but it seemed very familiar, but I know I don't know this song. But it's like, it sounds like something I've heard a lot. So I don't know. It's really well done. I mean, for what it is, it's perfectly done. Now I got to pick a winner. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I have absolutely no idea, because I think they're both really good songs in their own right. I think it's a great battle by Seals to showcase the two kind of eras of Fleetwood Mac that a lot of us are not familiar with. I mean, Oh Well was such a great demonstration of musicianship. I mean, Sentimental Lady is in its own way, but in a different way. I guess I'll go with Oh Well Part 1. I don't feel good about it at all. I don't know. It's probably a 50-50 battle, but we can't have those. You can when you're watching it. I can't. I got to pick a winner. We'll go Oh Well Part 1, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think won? Tell me why you think it won. And what is your favorite era of Fleetwood Mac? I mean, most of us are going to choose the third era because that's what we know, but just curious your thoughts. Thanks again to Seals for bringing this one. Until next time, guys, I will see you.